How's it going, everybody? Jake here for Dude Ranch DIY. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping on by. As you can see here behind me, we have a nice full dump trailer load of beautiful ash firewood poles. I loaded this stuff up earlier today. A lot of it has been down for a while. Some of it was cut down as early as this morning, like these pieces on the bottom, and they actually still had a little bit of life to them. But the majority of the stuff has been down a while. You can see we got checking and cracking and stuff on the ends. Everything in here is ash. They're all pretty crotch-free and straight grain stuff for the most part. So I think it will go through the Stihl with the box wedge, the 7-way box wedge, pretty darn well. Heaped up in the center, we got a couple straps. We are not going to be dumping it right now, though. We're actually just going to drop the trailer and go hook up to the equipment trailer down there because we have a new supplier of IBC totes, and he said he has anywhere from like 6 to 10 of them available for me today. So gotta make hay while the sun is shining. So we're gonna drop this trailer, hook up to the other, go pick up the totes, and then we'll probably spend the afternoon stacking up these logs and processing up the totes, because I have a bunch of people that have been messaging me looking for the bladders. So I think if he only has like 10 at the most, I think I should probably be able to get rid of all the bladders within the next day or so. All right, guys, we are in the truck. Got a little delayed leaving from the house because I noticed on my safety chains on the dump trailer as I was unhooking it that they seemed a little greasy, like oily. So I hopped underneath the truck, and sure enough, I found that my transmission oil cooler was sweating pretty good, and it looked like it was leaking out of some of the fittings going into it. This is something that I knew was gonna need to be replaced at some point. I just wasn't quite sure when it was going to, let go and for that, time to actually come. But it appears as if it's come. So I am in the truck right now with the equipment trailer. I filled it up with as much ATF as I had at the house, and which got it back to the like cold fill level. But I need another gallon to get it back up to right where it needs to be, and then some, hopefully, or at least have enough to refill it over these next couple days till I can get it fixed. All right, guys, this was a haul. This is the first time I'm picking up totes from this place, but he had, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 totes for me. This one doesn't have a bottom. This one, the bottom is all messed up. I mean, honestly, I guess I could probably salvage that one. It's not too bad. This one doesn't have a bottom, and that one, the cage is pretty banged up and bent and stuff, so I'm not going to take that one. He even had some more in the front, so I'll go check and see if those were emptier or not. But yeah, I can probably bend this one back. It's not too bad. But yeah, this is great. They were all super empty. I was a little bit worried when he said he wouldn't have a machine to help load me up, but they're super empty. Got them good. Alrighty, guys. 10 fresh IBC totes. These are all small totes, but you know what? It's going to allow us to keep running directly off the Stihl into the baskets, without having to stack. So these are very valuable to me. I'm glad I was able to find a new supplier. And yes, if you're wondering, I'm getting them for free. So let's head back to the woodyard. All right, guys, I'm just out here unstrapping the totes, and here we got a load of logs coming in. This is the new tree company I've been working with, who dropped off that white oak that's over in the pile there. the other day. He's got some sugar maple for me, and he called actually to see if I minded getting dry wood, like standing dead, and I was like, oh, not at all, absolutely. All right, guys, here is the load of sugar maple. Looks like pretty nice diameter stuff. Oh, he's got airbags in the back. That's pretty cool to help the back of the truck go down. It's a nice truck. Said it was pretty much standing dead. Not too many crotches in there. They're all small crotches. There we go. Nice load of logs we got here. That's great. And because they're so long, I should be able to actually use a couple of these, or maybe some of the ash, but probably the maple just because it's in better, shape, as runners here. And because these are longer length pieces, I'll actually be able to drive the tractor in between the runners instead of having to drive over the runners and keep them super narrow like I've been doing with the telephone poles. Alrighty guys, we got all those totes processed up. Boy, is it easier not having to cut up the bladders. What a time saver. As you can see, my OCD got the best of me, and I neatly stacked up even the bladders into a nice triangle shape, or kind of like almost like cell phone signal bars here. I have a bunch of people that want to come pick these things up, so hopefully they'll start trickling in over the next couple days. I brought all of the empties over to the area where I keep the empties, and I feel good. I can breathe again. We have a little wiggle room here. We got 18 empties right now, which is great. That's about 6 cords worth of wood, give or take, a little less, because these smaller 275 gallon totes are definitely not going to hold as much coming off loose off the conveyor, like we've been doing. This, for instance, is a small one that Chris and I did in that video where we were splitting with the 6-way wedge. There's still a good amount of wood in there, and definitely an amount that somebody would want to buy, but I cannot confidently say that that's 1/3 of a cord or even a 1/4 of a cord. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere between a 1/4 and like a 1/5 of a cord. If we really heaped it up, like as high as this tote was, I think it might be a 1/4 cord. So, that's all right. I sell it by the basket anyway, small and large baskets, and people pay a price for these small and large totes. So that's not really an issue. When they ask me how much wood is in it, I say it's about 1/3 of a cord, or, about 1/4 of a cord. It'll fill up a 4x8 rack. That pile taken care of, lickety split. It's nice having you know, longer logs for a change. There were definitely some short ones up in there, but that's all right. I put the long ones on the bottom and the short guys up top. Now most of these ash are pretty long, at least the width you know, of the tractor and then some. So we should be able to just continue our stringers going on and stack up all this ash. So let's get this dumped. Well guys, that's it. Ash is all stacked up. We got 2 more stringers laid out, and Sarah just came down. What do you think about this? Just got out of the shower.
This is pretty cool. I haven't been down here in a while, and I didn't know we had all these logs.
Well, I brought this load of ash that I just finished stacking up today home, and then my new contact with Jim's Tree Service brought me all this load today too, all this sugar maple. So we got 2 loads today in the wood yard and a load of IBC totes.
You and Chris have a lot of work to do.
We got a lot of work to do, but it's good because I was getting nervous because, as you know, you saw that Easton Made's pretty fast. So I was getting nervous that we were running out of totes.
This in a week.
I don't know about a week, but it feels good to have a nice supply of logs again.
If you're done with this in a week, that means you're down here way too much.
Way too much. Not helping you plan the wedding.
Yes.
Or at least these final stages.
Yes.
What's our plan for tonight?
Go on the brewery.
We're going to a brewery?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Remember
good.
Meeting my cousins?
Oh, yeah, I did remember that.
I came down. I'm ready to go, and I'm like, where's Jake?
I remembered that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely remembered that. All right, so I guess my OCD is going to have to get the best of me, and I'm not going to be able to clean up these scrap piles. I'm guessing I don't have time. Okay, well, I guess they'll survive. Guys, like I've said, I am super happy that I got all these totes. Really happy with the quality of the wood, and this is just the second, load that this guy is bringing me from his tree service. I gave him a $25 tip, and he basically said, he was like, it's only to my benefit to bring you the type of wood that you want, because he told me that he has a policy. He does not bring any logs back to his yard. He doesn't have a place to store them. He doesn't pay to get rid of them. He just has guys like me, people all around the area that want wood, and everybody wants a little bit something different. He obviously sees the operation, understands what I'm trying to do here. I'm looking for production firewood. He gets that. I get that. I said, look, I'm willing to take some crap if it means, that you'll bring me a couple good loads, stuff like that. So he was like, it's only to his benefit to bring me exactly what I want. That way everybody's happy, and I let him continue to dump here. So that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Apparently, Sarah and I are going to a brewery. Are they dog friendly? Are we bringing the dogs?
I don't know. We'll check.
All right, we'll see. Louie loves going to breweries. But that's going to wrap it up. So as always, guys, if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below. Any questions, comments, or feedback, throw it down in that comment section. But for now, I'm Jake.
I'm Sarah.
This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.